Okay, welcome to the Wall Street Crossover Show, sponsored by Admiral Markets and co-hosted by Darren Sinden, who is the market commentator. How are you this afternoon?
Yeah, it's the sun's shining, Zach, and it all seems to be a bit better with the world. So
right, same thing with the market as well, is it?
Well, I wish I could say that with a degree of confidence, but I think we'll have to wait and see is the honest answer.
All right, well, let's have a look at what you brought to us today.
Okay, well, just to sort of finish the week, China equities rally 4.8%, and I put on suspected government support. I don't think there was any other reason really for the markets to bounce there. Nonetheless, they finished in positive territory. The rally came late in the day, so we end the week with a crescendo, I suppose. Back to Europe, some other positive news. Swiss second quarter GDP beat estimates, coming in at plus 1.2% against the forecast of plus 0.9%. And I think you'll recall that we've had some fairly mixed data out of Switzerland, so that is something of a positive surprise and something for the SMB to smile about. And speaking of positive surprises, if we jump across Europe to sunny Spain, July retail sales, and I put soar here, that's probably the only word to describe it, because they're up 4.1% versus the forecast of growth of just 0.9%. So the GDP numbers from Spain yesterday, the headline against that was that the domestic component of GDP was doing very well, and I think there's further indications that the retail sector is rebounding there in Spain, obviously from a very low base, of course. And then here, back in the UK, GDP for June up 0.7%. That was in line with forecasts and ahead of the prior read of plus 0.4%. So there is growth in the UK. There was also a suggestion that the services sector is growing strongly here as well. So some more positives for the Bank of England to consider. However, over in Europe, European or Eurozone, I should say, consumer confidence, very disappointing, came in at minus 6.9. That was in line with forecasts, but it's not really showing any, well, very marginal signs of picking up, and still remains pretty depressed as an indicator. So again, food for thought for the ECB ahead of their meeting next Thursday.
Right, okay, so a bit of positives and negatives there today.